creations. If you're new to my channel and you're stopping by for the first time, thank you for stopping by. Welcome to my channel. Stick around a while by clicking that red button for more crafting on a budget, more everything on a budget videos to come. And if you click it again when the bell appears, YouTube should notify you every time I upload a new video, depending on the option that you choose in the drop-down menu of the bell. If you're interested in following me on social media, you can find those links in the description box below. What have I got going on for you for today? Today I am bringing to you a Dollar Tree DIY recreation of this bathroom decor piece that I just recently picked up from Hobby Lobby. I'm not gonna lie to you, I spent $40 on it and it wasn't 50% off. And I tell you, once I got them to my son's house, because these were pieces for Ray's bathroom because he just recently bought a house, and I do try to contribute to the decor of his house because he's new, his walls are bare, and he needs a little bit of help, and I'm his mom, so why not? And so he told me, go ahead, Mom. If you think it'll look good, go ahead. What's he gonna say, no? It's free to him. Anyway, when I saw these and I got them to Ray's house, I started cringing, thinking, oh my word, these would have been so easy to make and spend under $10 to do it for 4 of them. Yeah, cringe. I know I could return them, but I'm just not. The money's gone, they're on his wall, so be it. But Kayla likes them enough that she wants them in her beach bathroom now. And so that's what we're doing today. I'm gonna quit my gabbing, let's jump into it, and let's do some bathroom wall decor DIYs today using Dollar Tree items, because why not? We all need bathroom decor, don't we? It's fun to make your bathroom look nice. You're gonna like this one. It's very versatile. Let's get to it. For today's DIY, I'm going to be using these new wall decor plaques that the Dollar Tree is carrying because I love the back side of them. Yeah, I said the back side. Why do I like the back side? Because I like how thick and how deep this box is. And that's what I'm going to call it, a box, because it's a wall decor plaque box. Box art. Anyhow, I'm going to remove the metal hanger. Now, when I remove this, I'm going to be gentle because I don't want to ruin the integrity of the frame itself by taking some chunks out. Once we take it out, there are going to be holes. Using some of my Dollar Tree spackling, I'm going to fill in those holes because we don't want holes in this. Why would we have holes if we could fill them in? And don't throw that hanger away. Put it in your stash because you might be able to use it later on in another DIY. I'm going to take a damp paper towel and I'm going to wipe off that excess plaster, spackle, whatever it is, because I don't want to wait for it to dry because I want to paint this. And I'm going to paint this with some of Waverly's Ivory. Now this is a very versatile piece. It can be done to suit any decor style just by simply changing up the paint color. I'm just giving you the idea here. And what's great about DIYing is that you can do it to suit your decor style, just like I'm doing here. Now, I know I'm not putting the paint on completely even, but you know me, I'm not gonna leave it that way. This piece is more of a shadow box piece, and that's why we're using the back side of it. And I'm also going for that weathered look for this because Kayla's bathroom and Allie's bathroom is kind of that beach theme, and it's the cream and greens beach theme. Yeah, go figure, I'm gonna stick with my earth tones. And so this is kind of being used as a shadow box type thing because that's how those plaques look. And so you can utilize a wall decor plaque like this from the Dollar Tree just by painting it and doing what I'm doing here. I really just wanted that back panel to be cream, but I didn't want to worry about trying to make the lines perfect around the edges when I apply the frame color. Are y'all sticking with me on this? I know, I'm just talking in circles. Just do what I'm doing. Start off with a base coat of ivory or whatever you want your back to be of your shadow box and you'll be good. And then we're gonna move on to the next step. Before the ivory dries, I'm gonna go in with some of Waverly's Moss. I love this green. And I'm gonna kind of dry brush stroke on some of this green, giving it that clouded blended look that I've been doing lately. And you do that when your base coat is still wet. And you're just gonna put a very minimal amount of the color you're choosing to put, and in my case, it's the moss, on your brush, and you're just gonna dry brush stroke it on. Then to kind of blend it more so you don't have any of those stark lines, if you go back in with the ivory and go over it, it's gonna smooth it out. It's gonna really just kind of give it that blended, clouded look. And I love that. Now, I know that my ivory isn't even. And again, I can't convey to you enough that that is planned. If you make your paint uneven, you're gonna see a more weathered look, a more weathered, uneven look when we put our colored coat along the frame. And that's kind of what I was going for. So you can see that my frame is dry now. I did let it dry. Now I'm gonna go back in with the moss and I'm gonna paint the frame of this with the moss. Now, I'm not gonna do a full coverage of the moss because I want some of that cream to go through. And I like that bumpy look. I feel like it ages it and it gives it that weathered look, because when we go over it with the sandpaper, those elevated areas with the white paint that were uneven are gonna come through, to where if you did it smooth and you sanded it, we're gonna sand through both layers of paint and we're gonna go down to the gold, which was the color of the plaque itself. And so I didn't wanna do that. So there is a method to my madness. With a weathered look, I feel like along with that comes chipped paint. And so to achieve a chipped paint look, if you just kind of run a paint along the edge of your piece like I'm doing here, uneven, you're gonna achieve that look and it's gonna save you time in sanding. Now, because again, this is a plaque and there's only 2 layers of paint on this, if we try to sand it, we're gonna sand down through that paint. And I don't wanna do that. And I don't wanna put 10 layers of paint on this either. And so by doing this, we can achieve that look. Once we've got this done and it's good and dry, then we can go over it with some sandpaper to kind of take those stark lines away and make it look even more uneven. See, watch, when you sand it, it's gonna give it more of that softer look, more of that weathered look. And you don't just wanna sand on the white edges, you wanna sand on the green very lightly so you bring some of that ivory through that was on the base coat. I did not forget about the back side of this plaque. I am not gonna leave it looking like this. You can if you want. Nobody's really gonna see it, but I'm gonna know it's there. So I'm gonna go in with some black paint. I'm using black because I have a ton of black gloss paint that I am just not gonna use for a DIY. So I'm gonna use it on the back side of this one to save my moss paint. Because you saw I only had a little bottle of the moss. Why would I use it on the back side of this plaque when I could use black? Nobody's gonna see it. Yeah, don't wanna waste my moss. I know I'm quirky that way, but this is one of those DIYs that you can use some of the paint that you don't like. And I hate gloss paint. Did you know that? What lettering am I gonna use for this DIY? Well, there are several different options that you have. You can use Dollar Tree's poster board letters. If you're gonna go that route, I would use these here because these are very similar to what is on the original plaques. Or you can get a sticker pack. I found this sticker pack at Hobby Lobby. These are gonna cost you $7.50 for the pack. Hobby Lobby isn't offering a 50% off coupon anymore, so you're gonna have to pay full price for them. That stinks. Or you can head on over to Linda's Etsy shop, and if you want to use the exact lettering that I'm using, you can purchase them from Linda in the form of PNG and upload it to Cricut Design Space for $1 and cut it out yourself, either in vinyl or cardstock. Or you can pay the $6 and have her cut them out and send them to you with free shipping. Since I've got a Cricut and I've got vinyl, I'm gonna cut my words out with that. If not, there's other alternatives which are great for those of you who don't have one. For those of you who have been working with the vinyl and the transfer tape, I want to show you that it is not an exact science. It's not always super easy for me either. Sometimes vinyl and transfer tape are temperamental. I like to use this chopper from the Dollar Tree. It's a great scraper. If you don't have Cricut tools, it's a great alternative for $1. You need to put some pressure on there and really rub each letter onto the transfer tape. And when you peel it back, you're gonna see here, just like I am here, that H isn't totally coming up, but I'm gonna use my nail. I'm gonna kind of get up under it, just like it is here too. I'm gonna use my nail again and just help it along. And sometimes that's what you need to do. And if you just kind of go slowly, you can help the letters along. Keep your scraper on hand if you really feel like you need to go over it again. But you can see that I got it up all in all. And once I've got it up, I'm gonna go ahead and place it onto my surface in which I wanna apply it to. And so in this case, it is my bathroom sign that I've made. And you can see just how uneven I painted this and how great it looks, even though it's uneven. There is no need for perfection. It's just gonna add to the character of this. Once I've got the vinyl where I want it, I'm gonna go back over it with my tool, and usually it sticks a lot easier to your surface than it does coming onto the transfer tape. And you can see that once I peel it up, that transfer tape comes right up and the letters stick to the surface. I'm feeling like I want to finish my signs off with a twine flower. Now, Ray's house definitely did not need a twine flower, but since it's going up in mine, it definitely needs one. Twine flowers are super easy just by taking some of Dollar Tree's twine, wrapping it around your fingers several times until you have the thickness that you think you're gonna like. Depending on how big you want your flower to be is how you're gonna spread your fingers out. You can make it bigger by spreading your fingers out more. You can make it smaller by just doing 2 fingers, 3 fingers, 4 fingers, and putting your fingers together. That's the great thing about these flowers is you can make them in several different sizes and it's super easy to do. Once you've got it as thick as you want, just by tying it together in the middle with a separate piece of twine, you have now made step 1 of your twine flower. For this twine flower, I'm gonna make 2 of these bunches. Typically I make 3, but because this is a smaller piece, I don't feel like it needs to be such a full thick flower and a bigger flower, and so I'm gonna stick with just 2 today. I like to separate my loops before I glue my bunches together just to kind of give them a head start in separating them, because I feel like once you glue it, it's a bit harder to separate them. So once I've got them good and separated, I'm just gonna hot glue them together just like so. And I'm gonna finish off the center with these wood buttons that I've picked up from Michael's. These are by Create It or Creatology, I think it is. And you can get a pretty big bag of these for just a couple of dollars, and they come with multiple sizes. And so I love these because I feel like if you don't like the raw wood, you can DIY them to any color you want. And so that's what's great about this package. And here it is. We're just gonna finish it off here in the top corner, and I think that this is the perfect finishing touch to this DIY. I love it. I think it was perfect the way it was for Ray's bathroom, but I think that this is even more perfect for my house because I think it just adds the perfect finishing touch. Did I say that already? To hang these, yep, you guessed it. I'm just gonna add one of my twine hangers on the back, and I can't convey to you enough, you need to put a ton of glue on this so your twine doesn't fall off. And just by pounding it with a good stick or 2 of glue, it's gonna stay. And would you look there, we just made 4 of these signs that I'm gonna say are pretty similar to the ones at Hobby Lobby, and I did it for a fraction of the cost. Even if you have to buy stickers for this or Linda's vinyls, you are going to save a ton of money, and it still is going to be a very budget-friendly DIY. Wall decor DIY for your bathroom. Kayla's glass painting today. Have you ever seen somebody glass paint? It is so stinking cool. It's not just painting on glass like I thought it was. Oh no, it is painting in reverse, painting backwards. It is so stinking cool, the process. You need to head on over to her channel, watch her paint Jack the Skeleton this week. You can find the link to this video in the description box below. How fun are these? They're quick, they're easy, and what a fun piece to put on a wall. It's gonna take up a lot of space. And I love that. Well, it could take up a lot or little depending on how you space it out. Because Ray had such a long wall in his bathroom, I kind of spaced it out, and then I added those cool Walmart tin flowers, and that just finished it off so nicely in that bathroom, and he loves it. And his girlfriend loves it. Did I tell you he has a girlfriend? She's gonna love that avocado scraper if she uses it in his drawer. Do you remember that? Yeah, I told Kayla, look, he's got a girlfriend now. She's gonna find that avocado scraper and she's gonna think, wow, I've met the man of my dreams. He's got an avocado scraper. Anyway, I loved this DIY. I think it was easy to recreate. I hope you all enjoyed today's bathroom DIY of this wash, floss, flush, and brush toothbrush. Please make sure to give this video a big thumbs up, and let's get this video to 5,000 likes, because like I always say, each and every one of your thumbs up and those comments that you do leave down below, they really do help my channel to grow, and it helps YouTube to notice me just a bit more. Until next time, everybody, I hope you have a fantastic day. Happy crafting on a budget. Stay happy, stay safe, stay healthy, but most of all, stay positive, please, and bye for now, everybody.